Hey, it's mdance at Brookside in Austin, Texas. I like to help people find the best path to the cloud for voice, chat, video, and contact centers. So, Brookside Cloud and Connectivity Solutions, we help you find solutions for phones, mobility, video, contact center, and then fiber to make it all work. I mean, at the end of the day, we have decades of experience with phone systems and call centers and video conferencing connectivity. So, we know what we're doing because we do it every day. I mean, we help you find the right solution to meet your needs and your business continuity goals. We help free up the right IT resources by taking on the voice and video collaboration responsibilities, and at the end of the day, we're going to take care of everything from the solution design and contracts to implementation to make sure that everything goes very smoothly. At the end of the day, we work with all of the major providers of this. So we get configuration and pricing, demos on voice and video solutions from all the top providers, or as many as you want to talk to. So we have access pretty much to all of them. Here's some of the major ones, including Mitel and 8x8, Ring Central 8x8, in contact for the, and 5 nines for the contacts. I mean, it's really good companies that we work with on a regular basis. We have a lot of customers. A lot of our Brookside customers locally are ones like Four Hands we've had for close to 20 something years. As well as some of the schools like St. Michael's, Hayes County, and some of the country clubs, fire departments, engineering companies, just a little bit of everything out there. We are constantly growing and adding solutions and helping people move to the cloud. Now, why would you want to move your users to the cloud for communications? I mean, that's a big question people come up with, and I think the biggest reason is the low upfront cost, to help you get up and running on the latest features and capabilities that you need. And then in many cases, these solutions will pay for themselves just through savings because, you're going to get rid of a lot of the complexity associated with the phone equipment and the circuits. All that goes away. No more phone system, no more phone circuits. IT loses responsibility, that moves away from them for telephony, video, and contact center, and you work directly with the cloud provider. So the users do that. Really don't have to get IT involved that much. They just got to, IT just has to make sure the network is running properly and they have good internet access. And then it comes with an easy use portal that you can easily program and constantly customize your system to meet your needs. And if you need any help, there's usually almost always somebody available 24/7 to help you with anything that you might need and actually do the work for you and show you how to use it. Now, what's good for the users is we're going to provide the in-office experience on any device, anywhere, thanks to soft phones and business SMS and the ability to help them really separate their business life from their personal life on a single device. No reason for multiple cell phones and things of that nature. So there's native integration that really helps too, to business software like Microsoft Teams and Salesforce, so that in essence, the software will run in the background so that you can use Teams or Salesforce at the desktop, and there's just basically a soft phone embedded into those applications. So screen pops and click to call and things like that are all possible, and it's very inexpensive to do this. And you're always up to date with the latest software and new features and capabilities when they come out, including things like omni-channel contact center, which that adds email, chat from your website, SMS, and social media integration to your existing reports and things, so that you don't have separate silos. It's all in one integrated, easy to log in. Reporting's easier, everything's easier across the board. And then it usually comes with robust analytics. It just gives you, information on every customer employee interaction, from call recording to, coaching, different things that you can use, be able to make sure that you're providing the best possible customer and agent experience. And then, it comes with contact-free delivery. That's right. If they're not using soft phones like most people are using today, if they still want hardware phones, they are pre-programmed and mailed to your users. So that's contact-free delivery, just like the pizzas. Anyway, so the question comes into play: how well does your current voice, chat, and video solution work today? I mean, is it working out for you? Is it secure enough? I mean, not all these video apps are the same, especially from a security and reliability standpoint. And then video, in many cases, can use a lot of bandwidth, and that can be an issue that affects not just what you're doing with the collaboration, but other things in your business. I mean, Zoom and Teams, for example, actually use 4 times the bandwidth that you have for video calls that Google Meet, MyTels, My Team, 8x8 Meet, that they all use. These are fourth of the bandwidth and are more reliable and more secure and have less points of failure. Now, it doesn't mean we're going to throw them away, but it just means that we're going to, if you step back and take a look at what's important, sometimes these companies are not exactly the best solution to work with. Now, they eat a lot of bandwidth. Now, do you have enough bandwidth to move to the cloud? That's the next question, because video and voice solutions, I mean, these apps, they're real time. So they're not very good with latency. I mean, latency can create voice quality and drop calls and things that we've all heard about in bad voice over IP implementation. So in voice over IP and the cloud based voice solutions are not working. Is it the internet provider? I mean, are we getting, are we still trying to use coax, or do we have fiber? Are we getting the bandwidth we're supposed to get? I mean, the data network, is that working properly? I mean, are there issues on the network that we don't know about? I mean, it's really, or is it the UCAS provider, the provider? Where is the problem here? I mean, when things don't work, what do you do? Well, Brookside takes responsibility when there are issues. That's right. We know all sides of this, and I'm able to get people involved to help make sure that we get everything back on track and get things working like they're supposed to. And it all comes back around to connectivity, because with connectivity, that's the most crucial part of this, because with everybody moving around everywhere, we all need to have good, clean internet access for all these applications to work. So we can provide pricing on fiber, coax, SD-WAN, SIP, PRI, and we can even get analog circuits for your business that are for your elevators and things like that you need. And but mainly what our goal is to move everybody we can to fiber, because that's just how everything's going to work better. So there's so many benefits to it. I mean, I think the other day I did a quote, and it was the first time I'd done one that was under $400 to have fiber installed. No installation cost. I think they even got a couple of free months. It's crazy the stuff that's going on in this industry. But when you move to fiber, you move to a dedicated enterprise grade solution, so that it's got a service level agreement, so it's got guaranteed uptime, things of that nature, with financial penalties in many cases. Then there's zero latency for voice and video, so everything just works great. And if for any reason you outgrow the capabilities of whatever size you have, with a phone call you can upgrade to the next highest level of bandwidth, so you keep things moving in the right direction. We work with all the carriers for the most part. There's several of them that you see up there. Some are aggregators, which are they basically they do their own billing and their own customer service, and they're great for people that have multiple sites and multiple vendors. That we take a look at what your address is, and we come back and we say, okay, well, for this much bandwidth is here for AT&T businesses, is where Spectrum, Verizon, Grande. I mean, all these are different ones that all have different pricing. Sometimes we're kind of in a situation where we want to look at fiber versus coax with a current vendor. I can provide that information. I can provide fiber between AT&T and Spectrum. These are all based 100% on your address and location. Now, why channel partners and aggregators? Why don't you just call the carrier up yourself? Well, the major carriers are all moving towards selling services to a network of channel partners, which is what I am. They save money, but not having to pay for salespeople and not having to take customer calls. So the channel partner provider access to up to 200 providers and carriers and aggregators, all with the best pricing. Brookside helps you get the best network combined with the best customer service. So why do you really need Brookside? Well, another reason, we're vendor agnostic and we get paid by the carrier or provider, so our help is free in most cases. We work with aggregators that do their own billing and provide US-based customer service, and you never have to talk to the carrier again. Just one number to call for everything from service to billing. And you can also get a single bill for multiple carrier situations, like I said, where you've got AT&T and Spectrum and all. You just want one bill to come in at the best price. So we help you find the best price, the best price to the best path to the cloud for voice, chat, video, and connectivity. So it all starts with your cost per user. Do you know your cost per user today? And it's essentially just your monthly spend divided by your number of users. I mean, it's very important to start there, because the differences are, with an on-site phone system, you're going to have PBX hardware and maintenance and software, and contact center maintenance and software and hardware, and all these professional services. And then you've got all the telecom costs associated with having your own circuits, then your audio and web conferencing is usually third party, most of them, as well as the video. Sometimes it's the same, sometimes they're not. I mean, many of you have Teams running separately from your phone system, which is going to be a thing of the past soon. You've got IT resources you got to have to manage the phones and all the stuff that goes with it. And you probably have, a pretty substantial internet access bill. So with a cloud-based solution, it's just all user seats. And so you figure out who needs what. This is a warehouse phone. This is a call center agent. They start at $12 and go up from there. It's just a license every month. And then you've got phones. You either rent or lease those. I mean, they all come with a soft phone. And that's good enough for most people. There's cost per minute. Some of these companies charge for that. Some don't. Toll free, same thing. So we try to find the best solution that's going to incorporate all these expenses and costs, including internet access, and try to get you the lowest possible cost per user. So just to recap on a cost per user, it's all your phone bills, everything to do with the phone lines, and maybe your AT&T, Spectrum, whatever you got going on there. Your internet access, what are you spending on internet access? Your legacy phone system, what's that costing every month for maintenance and support, things of that nature. Your current, if you have a cloud-based solution like RingCentral, Vonage, these guys, they all average out around $40, $50 a user a month. So we may be able to cut that 50, 60% in some cases. IT resources, what are you spending? How much time these guys spending running around, dealing with the phones and troubleshooting. Security, what are you spending on security just to make sure people don't get into your network? And then cloud-based collaboration apps, everything from WebEx to Zoom to GoToMeeting, they're all things that cost you that you're spending money on today. And then web chat, where they can click right into your either salespeople or into your customer service from your website. So those are generally pay per click, and those can add up as well as more and more people, opt to move towards that versus talking to a lot of people. So at the end of the day, you take all this stuff, add it all up, go with your monthly cost, divide by number of users, and we start with your cost per user. And that's where we really can save you a lot of money. Now, I also have got a really nice website I put together that's got a lot of educational things on it. From if you're looking at voice, looking at video, contact center, if you've got Microsoft Teams, that's a really good page for that. And the Magic Quadrants from Gardner, they go through and they tell you who's the good, the bad, and the ugly in each one of the industries. And then government, education, and nonprofit, we do a lot of business in that sector. And then connectivity is going to be all your internet providers and things of that nature. So, I mean, I highly suggest you go to brooksideus.com, just poke around and see what you think. Because I mean, Brookside, we've been around Austin since 2002, and we're going to help you find the best path to the cloud for everything from voice, chat, video, contact centers, and the connectivity to get you there. Once again, Brookside, Austin, Texas, Cloud and Connectivity Solutions, www.brooksideus.com.